following off from the last video where we were exploring concepts, I started looking further into maybe how we can separate the normal from what I have been calling for now shards. And essentially what shards are is the fear. It's these zones in the world, all over the world, where things just aren't right. Concepts that have just been thought of as normal don't work. And that's what this drawing was exploring. How life in these shards will be horrific and very different to our world, their world. And the fear of that comes from the fact that all things that survive due to Mother Nature and evolution and have a reason. And how far we can push that in this concept was kind of my goal. I wanted to try see what I could come up with that was in that realm of, bloodborne, like these weird concepts where you look at it and you think, what a strange looking creature. If this even is a creature, I suppose. In a sense, how far can nature be bent so that it's forced to adapt? And with that, how weird can we go? I want to get as otherworldly as you can get. These horrific monsters that just shock you, and to the point where maybe some of them, I don't even know if you'd call them monsters. You'd rather call them something, I don't know, you'd look at it and you just think alien. So at first you can see I was exploring using flowers and different things and just making something that looked dark fantasy to me. And then I thought, let's fill in the gaps as I go. And this is how I used to do Barren when I first started it. And along the way I kind of got stuck in this rut of planning everything and not letting it flow. And I didn't let that happen this drawing, and I just went into it blind. And this was around the time where I thought, let's do something involving mushrooms, decay. How can we make something that serves a function in this world? And I kind of was just blindly exploring, drawing away, concepting. I really like the idea of this creature, this entity looking like it was reaching out, like it had used someone as a vessel, and it was almost growing through the world, extending through it, reaching out, hooking into things, grabbing humans and using them. All those that dare to adventure here, instead of dying and maybe some people saying, what a pointless end, being almost used, essentially, so that this may live on and spread. That horrific alien idea of this thing that just survives endlessly. And this is why sometimes going into a drawing blind is the best feeling, because here is where it clicked. I thought about it, I sat there, and something clicked in my head, and I thought, that's it. These zones are known for being deadly. People that go there, you don't expect to see them again. They call them madmen. Not normal people enter these realms, these areas, these shards, and are expected to come back. So what if, and what would survive in these areas? And mushrooms are a great example of what could survive, because if you know anything about how mushrooms work, there are entire cities, essentially, of fungi that inhabit the world underground and grow and sprout up through the ground, and they go on for miles. What if a mushroom learned or fully adapted to consume and use humans? In these fields of nothing, with no water, no proper sustenance, they need to survive. And here you have all these vessels, if you like, of humans falling over, dying, from different encounters in these areas, these fields of death, these carrion fields of life that can be used. And that is where it clicked. And I thought, that's it. That is what this drawing is. A horrific creature that uses life to sustain itself. From that, I just started thinking, what would they be called? What would they be known as? And I thought statues of death was such a simple line, but is exactly what they are. They are humans made into gravestones. They are carved into the land and grow out using humans as a vessel, essentially using bodies as fuel to live on and spread. And it perfectly fits what I want from these areas of horror, is this feeling of looking around and thinking things here aren't normal. Thank you for watching the video. I really enjoyed making the last one, but I didn't expect it to do so well. I took a long break off the internet, to be honest. I moved to the countryside and life changed, but not in a bad way, for the better. And I've just been enjoying my life, doing commissions, and that's basically it. Took a nice long break, so I didn't expect all that support, and I just wanted to say a huge thank you to the amazing comments, the questions, the recommendations on media. I'm definitely looking into getting some, I think they're called manga books, for Berserker. Excuse me, I don't really know a lot of these things with like anime stuff. I don't know if it's really called anime, but either way, I just want to say a huge thank you. I really appreciate all the interactions, and I wanted to say, I don't know, just it was a nice surprise from someone who took such a long break off, that after all this time I saw so many comments from people that I remember from before. So, huge thank you. And if you do wish to see more art, more updates, early access, I will link over down below the Patreon. I don't expect anyone to go over there or be forced over there. It's just if you do want to look at, I don't even know how many things now. I think from back in the day, it's over 100 plus work in progress pics of different pieces and so on and so forth. I would appreciate any support. I've lowered all the prices because in reality I work now on book covers, and I don't find myself having as much time to post as much as I used to. So I've lowered the prices because I think any support is appreciated by me as always. So thank you if you do head over there, and I will be posting a lot more on there now that I'm feeling a lot more motivated to create. So yeah, thank you. See you in the next video.